Yes, let's begin, Jordan. Let's begin where all things begin.
The
Wolverine,
start
the beginning. Wolverine. Jordan, this
when
game
the
looks fucking
started.
sick.
The planet was covered in heat, and then there was Wolverine walking alone on this world.
In a game that looks fucking sick.
Oh my God, it looks fun
It
and
looks
sick, and I'm
so sick.
excited. It needs to be out now.
It looks significantly more bloody than I was expecting. Like,
Oh my
also,
God.
Jordan, don't feel bad. You were not the only one who thought that that random ninja was Deadpool.
Oh, good. Because it looks like him.
It does look like Deadpool. There was a really funny Soups did a really funny reaction video where it was like, "It's Deadpool," and all the comments were like, "No, bro, it's not. It's not Deadpool. It's a
It's not to say
random."
that he might not be in the
It's
game.
possibly he could be in there. I like because what they've got Omega Red. They've got most of Department H in there by the looks of it. They've got Omega Red. They've
And
got
if there's no X-Men, then it would make sense that they would focus on the other things that Wolverine has been
wait,
in.
the thing that I will say I did see that that supposedly this is a universe without the X-Men, which like I was like initially I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine, that makes sense. This could be at a point in Wolverine's history where like mutants haven't really come out yet and the X-Men aren't really a proud and out thing. um that makes sense. But then Jean Grey is there, so I'm like, wait, so if he knows Jean Grey, that means that Professor X clearly is around, unless this universe he met Jean Grey before Professor X.
It kind of looks to me like in this game, um, and this is just my observation from the trailer that I watched. It comes across to me like Jean Grey is more filling the role of Rogue, like from the movies Rogue.
Yeah, maybe. Like it's just
Where she's not. I suspect we're going to be at a point in time. It could very they could very easily go the route of this is before the X-Men are formed. He has met Jean instead of it like in the movies how he met Rogue first before he met the X-Men. Could easily be a thing where he meets Jean Grey first before he meets the X-Men, and by the end of the game they meet Charles Xavier and the X-Men are
perhaps,
formed.
perhaps I could see that.
I could very much believe that this game, by the end of it, sets up the X-Men. So in the second one, we are part of the X-Men.
This game feels. The number one thing is this game
That's
feels.
my theory.
It definitely feels. I think I said this to you. It definitely feels exploratory in terms of content, where it very much does feel like it's a game where they're like, "Hey, what random characters can we pull that people
Yeah,
will then like? Can we get away with this? Like, what can we
because like
do in this universe?"
Even more than Spider-Man, Wolverine and X-Men, there are a lot of characters
There are
that
some deep
you
cuts
could
in this
make use
trailer,
of.
like in that 7 minute gameplay trailer. There's some deep, especially in the trailer bits towards the end. Like where you got, I mean, I can't remember his name, the little green kid. Where I was like, oh, I know him. Why do I know him?
Yeah, he was part of the underground people.
Underground people or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Mort, not Mort. I know. Yeah, I can't think of the character's name, but yes, yes.
But it'd be.
Okay.
Do you think? Here's the question, because this appears to be involving Bolivar Trask and Trask Industries and the robot guys that Logan or that Wolverine are killing. They were in Logan. They're the bad guys in Logan, which is connected to Mr. Sinister. So it'll be interesting. And obviously we see some Sentinels in this, which is going to be sick. Like that's going to be a fun fight. I
Yes,
can already tell you.
yes, it will.
Um, yeah, I like the fact that you can undo your claws with a button press. That's pretty cool. I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, if they didn't have it where you could shink, 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 it would be
right.
disappointing.
My question is, can you beat people up with just your fists?
If you can shink your claws, then I would say probably.
That's pretty
There
sick.
will probably be like a maybe like a special combo or something when you don't have them out
That's
versus
pretty
when you
neat.
do. That's my theory. I'm just
I
guessing,
I don't
but
fully understand the Okay.
Also, I suspect probably what it'll be also, especially if there's like environment for you to climb on. I suspect if you don't have your claws on and you do like your running
Yeah,
thing or whatever, you won't go up the wall. And
that
when
would
you
make
have them
sense.
open, you'll probably like it'll probably be a traversal thing.
There's quite a bit of this game is built on the skeleton of Spider-Man 2. Like
That's
quite
not
a
a bad
bit.
thing.
It's not a bad thing, but there's just a lot of like they're like you can stealth but we discourage it, so then what's the point having your guy have a stealth animation or stealth if you're not gonna if the game discourages you from doing it? Like what's the point in that? Like his a little bit of his mobility is a bit sluggish for me when he's approaching. Once he's fighting and once he's gashing guys, I'm like, this is fucking great. But like the fact that there's
I
any
need to
level of
see
you
it.
sneaking, I need to play it, I need to experience. This is
Yeah.
too akin to that very first. Actually, no, it's really more akin to that first thing we first sight we saw Spider-Man 2, where I was like, there's stuff here I don't love, and it did eventually translate. I still don't love the way they do abilities now, and this looks like it still has that. Like you can see it on the bottom; it still has those two ability wheels. I'm not really a fan of
So,
that.
so I don't inherently disagree, but where I think that this will do that better is it doesn't have a first game where it already had a bunch of things that you could do that it's removed.
This is true.
And B, or two, uh, Wolverine, unlike this Spider-Man in particular, is not a techie guy. So
Yeah,
to have those different things be just attacks that he does
yeah. Even
works better for me,
I need to play it.
especially if like one of them is like the wheel where it's like with claws and the other is a wheel which is without claws and like you've got different stuff. It to me it works better with Wolverine because
Yeah.
he's more of a beat 'em up character.
It's just a lot of Spider-Man 4 or Spider-Man 4. So a lot of Spider-Man 2 devolved to like using the same three button prompts.
Right, but what I'm
I'm
saying is
worried
that
that it's gonna be that.
he's a very different character from Spider-Man.
Yeah, I would have liked more diversity in like limb selection for. But again, this is early gameplay. This is not. This
There's
is
still time for them
I need to play it.
change and add things too. So
There's a lot of stuff of like, oh my god, this is just built on top of Spider-Man that I'm like, ugh, not loving.
I think for me the reason why I have
But
more
it's so bloody.
hope, not hope, that's not the right word, but why I think the combat in particular will be a lot stronger than Spider-Man 2 was, is because Spider-Man 1 and 2, they had to worry about more of a open world scenario,
Yeah, this
and
doesn't.
they had to worry about populating and filling a bunch of side missions that and this and that and this and that, whereas this doesn't really look like it's going that route. So
Yeah, you're not wrong.
it means they can focus more on the combat and the things that my concern is that it's going to feel like stripped down.
Yeah, yeah, I can see why you'd say that.
That's kind of my concern,
But like
but I need to play it.
I'm glad to see that we are moving back in the direction of solid, well developed, well made, like well thought out, devoted single player experiences. Like I'm so glad that that's
Not everything needs to be multiplayer.
no, not everything needs a multi. That's why when people are like, oh, there's that like live service Spider-Man Spider-Verse game that looked, if any of the alpha gameplay is correct, looked bad. Like no, some franchises don't need multiplayer, and this is one of them. Like this, we don't need a multiplayer Spider-Man game. I'm sorry, I'm disappointing a lot
Now,
of
that
people out
being
there.
said,
No, thank you.
that being said, knowing that it's made by the same people that made Spider-Man, I would like there to be a reference to Spider-Man in
I
there.
would like a reference. I don't need him to be in
I
it,
don't
but
need like a
he's
scene where Spider-Man shows up and they fight together and he's like, "Oh my God, who the hell are you?" I don't need that, but like if there's a section where he goes to New York or something, some reference to an arachnile type person,
he is
something.
allegedly not in it. That's what they say, but who's to say?
That's
I don't.
disappointing.
I think that's not true because there's something that Yuri Lowenthal said at a convention on a panel once that made me go, I think he's got a cameo because he mentioned something
That's
about.
all I need. Like that's all I need.
Hey there, everybody! It's NCard Justin here. Let me know down in the comments. Are you excited for Wolverine? Do you think this game looks sick as hell? Let me know what you're thinking down in the comments down below. But in the meantime, if you would like to see the full podcast that this is from, our pick a director for Tarantino versus Spielberg can pick the box on the left. If you just want to see a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy, click the box on the right. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. We put new videos out 7 days a week. Or you can just leave this video a like. That helps us out as well. We'll see you all in the next video, everybody. Have a good day.